Hi friends, welcome. This video I'm going to be talking about my favorite fall palettes. Fall is my favorite season, although here technically in South Florida we don't have the 4 seasons. It's almost summer the whole year long, but I do love fall because the weather cools down just a little bit, and at work we're kind of a little bit more relaxed because tax season is over. So I love the fall. I just love it. And November is my anniversary month, so I even love it extra special for me. There are a few palettes that I like to use all year, but specifically in the fall, and I'm only going to be talking about just a few, not all of them, because then I will be here till next year talking about them. So let's start. What I'm going to start with is first the one that I'm wearing today. I think it's a perfect palette for the fall. The colors are beautiful, and it's the Bobbi Brown Jane Stone eyeshadow palette. It just came out, and let me show you the shades. And I know it's really new, so I haven't been able to use it that much, but I could tell you off the bat that it's a beautiful palette. The colors are gorgeous, the shades are gorgeous, the browns and the greens and the yellows and the golds, which I love, and it just calls fall to me. I see these colors and I think of fall, and I have it on. I use a few shades, and I did a video on this. I recorded my tutorial, and that's going to be a video that it's going to be published after this one. So make sure you're subscribed and click on the bell so you get notified when that video is up and you won't miss it. I love this palette. It's great value. The formula is perfect. There was barely any fallout. Really easy to blend. Just a beautiful eyeshadow palette. The next one I want to talk about, it's smaller but it's heavy. It feels luxurious, and it's from Olivia Palermo. This is the Olivia Palermo it's upside down Regalia eyeshadow palette. It comes with 6 shades, and let me show you. I just love the way it looks, and it feels like weighty. I love that. It feels very luxurious. And let me open it up for you. I've used it a few times already, and there's only one matte and the rest are shimmers or like metallics. Beautiful. Again, we have the greens and we have the gold and the brown, a lot of earth tones, but then we have the pop of color of purple. And this one, these 2 shades, you could also maybe like these 3, you could use it also for winter. You could use it all year long, to be honest, but you can use it whenever you want. But these shades call more for me. They remind me more of the fall, and I love the way they perform. They're beautiful. And again, the packaging is just gorgeous. Like, I'm a sucker for packaging, and when you purchase from a luxury brand, you expect the package to be beautiful, and that's what you get with this palette. It's just really gorgeous. Now next, the next one I want to talk about, and again, I didn't say this in the beginning, but these palettes are in order of any preference. It's just the way that I have them stacked here. The next one I'll talk about is from Pam McGrath. It is one of their small ones. It's the Ectasy Sublime. I think she might still have this in her website. If I find it, all the links of all the palettes that I'm going to be talking about, I will link them down below. I think this is still in her website, and these are the shades. Let me see if I could get the name. It does not have a mirror, so it's really simple, but I do love the shimmers. It's really pretty. We have number 1. I'm not sure what is the, or I guess it's this one. Sinful, Gold Nectar, Sextrovert, Illicit, and Corruption. They're really pretty. I'm not gonna swatch all the palettes because it will take forever, but you can see how pretty this shimmer is. Like this one right here, it is so pretty. It's just a beautiful gold. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? And I love it as well for traveling, since it's very lightweight. There's no mattes, but I don't mind because I love shimmers. But if you need a matte, then you probably need like another palette to include a matte in. But I think they're really pretty, perfect to travel with. And then this color right here, I just remembered, it is a dual chrome, and it just has a shift, because when you look at it in the camera, it's like a red, like a burgundy, but in the pan, when you look at it sideways, it's like a dark gold. There is a shift to this color. It's like a dark gold, like a copper, but then it's a red as well, like a burgundy purple. Really pretty. So yeah, that's the other palette that just calls fall to me. Alright, the next 2 they look very similar. I purchased them around the same area, and I believe I did a comparison in Instagram. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, I suggest that you do, and you could see I did a comparison between these 2 palettes. I don't recall if I did it for YouTube, but let me show you the quads that I'm talking about. One is from Galant, the Royal Jungle. These are both new from this year, the Royal Jungle, and the one from Chanel, the Tweed Quill. I think they're very similar. They're not identical, but they're kind of similar. And those I wanted to show them both to you because I think both are perfect for the fall. The Guerlain one is a little bit more light, more subtle. The Chanel Cuivre is a little bit more intense, but they're both very, very pretty. I wouldn't be able to tell you which to get. If you can't get one, try the other. And I can't tell you which one's better because they're both very beautiful, just different. Again, the Guerlain is a softer look, and the Chanel is a little bit more pigmented, more intense. But they're both gorgeous. Alright, the next two, I'm going to put them together because again, they're similar. And I know one, I believe you cannot find them anymore. So you have an option. It's not a dupe, not at all, because they're both beautiful brands and they're not a dupe of one of the other. But if you can't find one, because I don't think you could find it anymore, and you always have that second option. Honestly, I think both should be #1 options because they're both beautiful. Let me just stop talking and show you. This is the Tom Ford called the X1 Metallust. I'm sorry, X1 Metallust. I was just reading it upside down. And then the other one is from Chantecaille, which if you've been following me for a while, you know that this is one of my favorite brands. I love it. This is the Giraffe Eye Quartet. They were released about the same time, and this is the cover. It is so pretty, and some of the proceeds is donated to a fund, to conservation fund. But let me show you. It is smaller in size than the Tom Ford, but they're similar. Now the Chantecaille one has that white shimmer that the Tom Ford doesn't have, but the other three are very similar. The two mattes are very similar, and so are the other. This one on the top is very similar to the one that's next to it. They're not exactly the same again, but they're very similar. And if you cannot, I have both and I recommend both. I think they're both beautiful in their own, and they have their own merit. But this one you cannot find anymore, or at least I don't think you can. So this one is still available. So I recommend you getting it anyways. It's just a beautiful quad. They're both beautiful. They both call out to fall. They both remind me of fall, and I just love them both. Now we're going to go into another palette. This is from Wayne Goss. This is relatively new as well. This is the Luxury Eye Palette Amber. I like this one because the shades are those browns and oranges, which remind me of fall as well. I think it's a beautiful palette, and the shades are really easy to work with. They're lovely. I've used it up a few times. This topper shimmer is beautiful, and I think it's perfect. It's perfect for the fall. I can't really say much about these shades about this palette because they're just simply gorgeous. And the last palette I want to talk to you about is also really new. I did a video about this palette and I'm in love with this palette, the collection, the whole collection. I'm in love. I'm talking about the Natasha Denona My Dream collection. This is what it looks like in case you haven't seen it. I'm gonna leave a link as well of this video. I did a collab video with my friend Jen, and it is a giveaway video. At the time that I post this video, that giveaway is still going on, so if you haven't participated, I recommend that you do. I'm gonna leave the link of that video at the end so you guys could check it out, and you can go see my friend Jen as well and see what look she created with this palette. It's just a beautiful palette. I love the glam palette. I love the sunset, the sunrise. Those are all beautiful. The bronze, those are all good for the fall as well. But I didn't want to talk about all of them because then again I'll be talking for hours. I just chose one because this is relatively new and it is beautiful. It is a gorgeous palette. The whole collection is beautiful. The lipstick is the perfect nude. The pencil is also perfect nude. I just love it. And I think these colors are fall, also a little bit of winter, because I think these shades I would wear in the winter, and like this half is more like the fall. I don't know, the whole palette is so pretty, and they're easy to work with, just gorgeous. And then this multi-chrome, duochrome one, you see it as purple, but in the reflection you see that it's green up there. It's just beautiful. This one has a slight shift as well. Oh, it's just gorgeous. You have to see the video and see the look that I created. It's just so pretty. I could talk about single eyeshadows as well, but I wanted just to talk about palettes, and these are just like an overview of my favorite fall palettes. I do have more, but I just chose like the top that I wanted to talk to you guys about. So I'm gonna leave links of all these palettes that I talked about, and also what I have on my face. I'm gonna leave links of all of that in the description box for you guys. Let me know in the comments below what you think about these palettes. If you've used any of them, let me know what your thoughts are, because my opinions, my point of view might be different from yours. Let me know as well. I'm curious to see what are your favorite fall palettes, or just your favorite fall palette, the one you always reach for around this season. Let me know. So happy autumn, happy fall to all of you guys here in the northern hemisphere. I hope you loved this video, that you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I'll see you next time. Bye.